quick. The wedding is at 3 o'clock. It's 11:30 right now, and you have to replace the fuel pump on your wife's grandfather's 2006 Ford F-150 5.4 liter extended cab. And the tank is full. Here's what we're doing. We're doing a bed tilt on here. I haven't seen a whole lot of information. There's a lot of people who do bed tilts on the Chevys to get these fuel pumps done. Haven't seen it so much on the Fords. I wasn't even sure if this is going to work. Otherwise, I would have recorded the whole process, but let me run you through it real quick. First of all, the front four of these have got to come out completely. There's one there, one there, same thing in the other corner, right down somewhere around there. The back ones I only took about halfway out. Next, get you some boards of wood, pry up on the front side of the bed around here. I just used a regular old pry bar. Get you some pieces of wood under there, give yourself a little more room. And then what I actually did at that point was I raised it just the rest of the way with my knee, and got scissor jacks put under there up front. One here, and then there was actually one right in the same position on the other side. Once I got it high enough, remove the scissor jack from the fuel pump side and fill it up with blocks of wood, or rather fill it up with blocks of wood and then remove the scissor jack. First off, you'll need to remove 7mm bolts right here, 3 of them. And then this one also had a hose clamp that was attaching the fuel neck to the bed. So those 3 7mm bolts, this one also, and this one was a 7mm. Loosen that up, get it free there. Didn't have to undo any wiring back here to lift the bed this way. Just got it up enough up front here to be able to access the fuel pump. How much you have to raise it depends entirely on your height, BMI, and flexibility, so figure that out for yourself. But just get it securely stood up here, enough for you to be able to get in there and slide in there. Disconnect the wiring, all the tubes and all that kind of stuff. Some of them have a little plastic tab that you have to pull out. Some of them have a little plastic tab you have to push in. Kind of just be gentle with them and figure out which way they go, wiggle them back and forth, push up and down on them, and figure out how they have to come off of there. I've took them off 3 minutes ago and I already forget which which one was which. But lock ring in there, of course, clean it up around there before you take the fuel pump all the way out. Make sure you don't get a bunch of trash falling into the tank there. And it's at the point now where I'm ready to just give it a little wipe down and pull out the old one, put in the new one, and send it back together. But once I have the new one in, I'll resume this. But this is compared to dropping the tank, this is a dream. All right, got the new one in here. Main problem you're probably going to have is just difficulty in fitting a hammer, and if you're using a hammer and a chisel to open up that lock ring, that's probably the main difficulty you'll have. Just finding room to do that in here, but it is doable. I've got my wooden blocks out, the scissor jack back in where it goes there, and at this point we're just going to set it back down, bolt it all back up, and send it. So, yeah, easy enough to do, especially compared to dropping the tank. You all have a good one. You got any questions about this job, then let me know in the comments. Thanks.